Hello, this is Shep and Max at the Sun Valley Auto Club once again, and I am really thrilled to be bringing this car to market. This is a 1963 Oldsmobile Cutlass F-85, and it is obviously the convertible, and it has the 215 V8 automatic transmission, and this one was restored in, what was the paint records?
2003.
2002, finished up in 2003. Local car. What I like about this car, beyond just how clean it is that you don't see these very often. This is just in the first foray. Ford did it as well. First foray into the compact cars, getting away from the big 50s with the big fins, long as can be, a lot narrower car, a lot smaller, a lot lighter. And this is in a kind of an awkward period in between where Oldsmobile really kind of started going into the muscle car. So kind of in between that 50s big fins and the big muscle car. This is just a fantastic cruiser that's very complete.
Yeah, and the cruiser part about it is it's got an automatic transmission, and that's shifted on the column, and it's still a V8. Did we cover the engine?
Yeah, just slightly though.
Yeah, so it's the 215, that's the size, cubic inches. And what's great about this is it's the high performance one, so it has the 4-barrel carburetor. It's 195 horsepower, which doesn't sound a lot, but in a light car like this, it scoots.
It absolutely does.
This is kind of the early muscle car, and they're kind of getting there. It didn't put the big blocks in them yet, but what's nice is this kind of has a little economy feel to it, too.
An amazing detail, and just the fit and finish of this is amazing. It was done in Fairfield. And like Fairfield, Idaho.
A little farming town.
Yeah, it's hard to believe how correct this is. And just, just that piece right there, while it's not super fancy, does have a lot of detail in it. And this whole back emblem, try finding another one of those with the F-85, not all banged up. All the chrome was redone at the same period. So not a project car whatsoever. All the trim pieces are there. The paint is beautiful. The interior has been redone. Certainly not a number one car. When this was restored, it hit the road, and so there's little signs of that. It's not a car that you need to be afraid of. And we've got this price to sell, unfortunately, because I want to drive it this summer, and it'll be long gone.
What I like about this, the first thing that struck me was the quality of the paint. And still today, this was done in 2003, so over 10 years, and you can still see that incredible reflection from the paint. Nothing's poking its head out, especially in these spots, and that's because they did a full bare metal restoration on this, which we have photos to prove. Very interesting, very fun to watch. Quality car.
Yep, all the trim, as you just got done saying, I like repeating you. Makes you feel smarter. But yeah, obviously all the trim did come off, and probably finding all this trim again and getting it on would be a chore that luckily somebody else has done.
Well, and they did it all. It's not just this beltline trim, it's the wheel arch trim, and it's even the rocker panel trim down there too, so very complete.
I'm glad you hit on that, because when I was washing this and waxing it, I was looking at that as well.
Well, and we were just talking about this too, where we see a lot of paint jobs, and they'll just spray over hardware.
Everything gets painted.
Yeah.
Yep.
All this came off. Even on this side, you see these little rubber grommets, and I mean everything. It's just great attention to detail. Moving on.
Yeah, really fun interior, vinyl. I love the two-tone. And here's where we're going to pick up some of the age, because a lot of this stuff, you just can't get it reproduction. So you will see, starting to a little bit of the breakdown there.
Well, let's remember it's over 10 years old on the restoration too.
Yeah, more than that.
Yeah.
It is power top. We'll get into that. I'm going to show you the engine, and but it is a power top, working power top at that. Really nice dash. There is a tiny split that you should be made aware of. I think Max is zooming in on it right there. We're going to just leave that be. But if you have this shipped to your house and it shows up, you've been warned.
Cool gauge cluster. Love how they threw the emblem in there. Repetitive Oldsmobile on the dash.
And I love how the reverse is all the way to the right on that column shift.
Yeah.
You go, I was looking for it, and I'm like, where is this? All the way. Keep going. But the glass is good, free of cracks. Your wing windows are all in place.
Just one thing to be aware of, there is a little crack in the glass there on this driver's side, but let's be honest, who has the windows up on a convertible?
Right, and it is down low there. But nice trim on top. The actuators move really smooth.
Nice panel gaps.
Windshield trim is in nice shape. Like the back of that mirror too.
I know, it's a fun detail.
The insulation was re-put back in at the same time the paint job was done. That's still in there nice and tight. Incorrect air cleaner, and we are just halfway through this. We've got a lot of parts on order, and our mechanics are going to go through and do the full tune. You'll probably see in later photos, these hoses are going to be gone. Those are going to be upgraded. You know, talk to us and find out what else we've done. But we're just basically just making sure that when you get this car, it's going to be turn the key and enjoy.
And it's really close to being that right now. Just
really
a few
is.
things to really tidy it up.
Yeah, there's a few seals where it's not really a leaker, but on the underside video when we're checking for rust, we could see just some seals need to be updated, spark plugs, just basically general tune-up. This one we found was brought to our attention, and we went over with the owners, and it was sitting in an airplane hangar and probably stopped being driven for like the last year, 2 years or so.
Well, we have to remember the previous owner owned a detail and car wash, so the attention to detail is going to be there, and it's going to be really well kept.
That's a great point. So let's take a look at the trunk. And then it's the roads are sloppy today, so if you're watching this video, make sure you get back to us after the mechanics are done with their work. We're going to road test this, show you all the light operation, everything else. But clean on the underside. You've got the spare tire. As you can guess, the wheels are not, they were just steel wheels. These have been upgraded, but there's your original hubcaps. And we're thinking if you really want to go hubcaps, that you could actually fit those over these current wheels. They're the same size, but they probably won't end up scratching that. So we're leaving that just the way it is. But nice and tidy back here. This felt is actually pinned down, so it's not easy to lift this up and show you a look at the underside. I think quickly, oh yeah, this is a pop. Quickly we'll show you the top operation, so we probably won't do that in the next video. And you can do without this portion if you want. This is just some extra padding. If it looked like that was sitting up a little bit too high and you want a sleeker finish, know that you can do that without that padding.
Inside the headliner's nice. Nice hardware.
Yeah, just lined right up. But there, that's it. It's locked into place. A lot of our tops, you gotta sit there and have 3 people pushing down on it and wrestling with the latches. That just lines up. Note there is some discolorization. The top's in good shape.
Just
We've
a
given
little.
this a couple bleach jobs. It might not come out. So heads up, it'll keep you dry, and there's no rips and tears in there, but there is a little discolorization. Just note that. Okay, well we can't wait for the mechanics to finish up with this. We can do a little engine run. Where are we at on time there, guys?
9 minutes and 25 seconds.
I'll listen to it for 30 seconds then. My footwell lights are operational. So like Max was saying, this is not far off. This is how it's sitting pre-tune-up. So super fun car, an Oldsmobile, F-85, you don't see every day. I'm Shep. I can be reached at 208-721-1973.
And I'm Max. Give me a call at 208-720-8854. Thanks for watching.